Dun, 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 dun. Where in the world is
Rachel
there's
Sandiego.
Rachel? Rachel Santiago. No,
Ah,
so
do you like how
we're
I
here.
messed up that intro? That was funny. You could see me duck down, right? You saw me. Saw that I was gonna do the thing. So
Do the down the stairs thing.
where do you want me to go? Ah,
I love it.
so this
Rachel's Unhinged Part 2. This is what happens when Elizabeth.
kidding. I was down here the whole time. We're okay.
Oh, you just popped in. That was so weird.
I didn't see you there.
You scared me.
I know. What's going on? Welcome.
Nothing.
Welcome to
It's
my
like
1970s retro kitchen in Lafayette, Louisiana.
it brings back nostalgia. So I've been on the phone with Rachel a little bit today. So this will be we're gonna retour. We did like a mini tour before,
We
but
should
now
probably just start recording our FaceTimes and I'm just kidding.
seriously, I wanted to do that.
All the good stuff's in
What's
there.
in Rachel's bag? We when I was pulling out all the crystals and I'm like, which one's this? What's
Yeah,
this one?
that was pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rachel I was in Alaska looking for my passport in order to drive from Alaska over to Canada to come back here. And she was looking and going through every little, like, it was my magical bag and it had all my like spiritual stuff in it, all my fun magical tools. And she was like, what's this? What's these? What's these? It was great. My crystals. That was
That
fun.
was awesome.
Yeah. We can totally do what's in our bags next time. I think that's pretty fun.
Yes.
Especially
Maybe
if
at the
you
end.
don't
Do I have
clean
any
the
bag?
bag out often. That's probably a really entertaining one.
Yes. Yes. I could do how many blankets have holes in them from my dog. I can do that one.
My favorite is the Yeti blanket, though, in the guest bedroom. That's the big knitted one. That's all. You let me borrow it, and then you're like, it's all shredded up. And I was like, it is so perfect. It's not shredded up. It's perfect. It's so soft. Perfectly chewed up.
She didn't get that. She only got like some of the fuzzies
The
loose.
little, yeah.
No holes in that one. But there's a lot. I think that really soft blanket that's in there, she
I love
chewed a
that.
hole into it, and I sewed it back up.
Worth it.
Yes.
Worth it. So let's see. So I'm going to show you guys the kitchen. Um,
Yes.
this is a very nostalgic kitchen. I'm going to just take you.
I just like to point out there you have the booby light up on the ceiling. Looks like a boob.
Yeah, love those standard Home
Yeah.
Depots. I don't know if I can change the view on this thing, so that's
So you just be like Vanna and be like this.
I can just yeah, I could just do it like that. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
Yes.
show the curtain. We got to see the curtains. I
Okay,
love
so we have this
them.
is the front entrance door into the kitchen.
Modest. Modest curtain. Yeah.
Modest curtain with beads.
Oh, I love that.
Already.
I didn't see
And
that.
these. I keep these up because there's no light in this place. So, but we have these beautiful curtains.
I
And
like a checker
then
curtain.
my favorite feature of this lovely kitchen is the wallpaper. I will zoom in for you. It's so romantic. I love
Yeah.
it. And then we also feature that kind of stove.
Oh yeah.
And I don't like the lighting so much that I went through all the bedrooms and pulled all the lamps out and put them everywhere because the lighting is like it's just it
It's
stresses me
sultry.
out. It's just like kind of light, like get in the kitchen, get your ass in the bedroom, go wash your face for supper. It feels like that kind of light, so I don't like that.
Oh,
And then we
loud.
have this really sweet fridge, which I
Oh my
really
God.
really like.
That
But it
looks
has
huge.
it's very spacious, but it really creeps me out because there's no lighting in here. So it's like an old dark fridge. It makes me a little sad every time I go to it, but I'm starting to appreciate
Oh,
the
maybe the light just needs to be changed because it looked like there was one in the freezer.
I know. And see that back there? It's like all original, guys.
Oh,
General
yeah.
Electric. I don't know if you could see that, but
GE, that's what we've had.
yeah, hell yeah. And there it is again. No
They don't make it
frost.
like that no more.
No frost. Can you see that?
Yes. Nice ad. Thank you. Let's get
This lovely
paid.
table.
Get a,
I
get a.
actually really love these chairs.
Oh, those are cool.
They fit my
Didn't
butt
notice.
so what they cradle me just so. So I like that. Now on to I should say this is a back house. So in Louisiana there's a lot of front house with a back house. So I'm in the back house. So it's like an afterthought. I got to tour the front house yesterday and it's freaking amazing and
Oh,
beautiful.
so
So
you're
Louisiana.
in, you're in the casita. That's what they call them in California.
Yes, I'm in the casita. So here we have a little living room. Maddox likes to rearrange the pillows. Like this was in a different place. He does that. So here's my little living room, and I'm obsessed with this. We call it like a Florida beach house couch.
Yes.
Loving the color palette is my color palette. It's like pink and kind of greenish. Um, this I love this couch. I put all my little magical pink stuff all over it,
Oh, that
and
looks
then I
like a
have
soft
this.
blanket.
That's my blanket. I brought it from. I got that. I bought that on March 15th, 2020, the day the pandemic started. I was like, I guess I'm getting myself a blanket. I'm investing in a cute blanket. I went to Target and bought, I was like, don't care how much it is. I literally was like, blanket, pillow. I got like a pair of slippers. I was like, I'm getting cozy. This is going to be a while. So
Oh
that
my
blanket
God,
has been with me everywhere.
I got a blanket that when we sit outside, that American flag blanket.
Yeah.
I got that the weekend of
COVID.
the shutdown thing too, or right
Really?
before it. Yeah.
Like, better get cozy. Better
Yeah.
get your linens right. You know what I'm saying? So here's my little desk. Which
Aw.
had this cute chair, but I'm using it as storage, and it had that little light. But again, the lighting in this place is depressing as shit, so I'm trying to like create light in here.
I like it.
Yeah. So, and then outside, mosquito. Look, I killed it.
Oh, good girl.
Good
Kill
at
that.
that. Oh, there's the moon. Probably can't see it. Can you?
No.
It's
Oh,
in
yes, I see it.
This is the back porch area. You can't see anything right now, but that goes to the house. You can't. It's dark. Let's not do this. It's dark. I gotta wash this mosquito off, so I'll go to the bathroom for that. This is this
And then we
creepy
can
as
flip
shit,
that.
creepy dark hallway. Really creepy. Brown doors. Don't like them. They look good, but it's dark. This is the bathroom, which I love. Um,
I like that window. I didn't tell you that before. It's like high
isn't it?
enough to where you
Yeah.
can't see you on the toilet. It's nice.
That's a plus. This is the old ass bathtub. It's the
Mm-hmm.
perfect height or length for my height, which
Oh, I like that.
never happens. And this is my little shelf, which I love.
You fucking love.
Fucking love. Rachel got me this plant for my birthday, which was Halloween, and it promptly fell and rolled in the Waffle House parking lot onto the ground and shattered. And I saved it and put it in the next best thing I could find, which was a mug I bought in Alaska for myself because it says I fucking love you and I fucking love that. And I just need to show off. Can you even see my crystals? Where are they? That I got in Alaska.
The disco
Fluorite.
ball also.
Fluorite. Oh, and this is spirit quartz. This is my third spirit quartz, and I've lost two of them. And it's a really weird story. I won't tell you right now, but the disco ball was in my car. That's from 2020. That's from me crafting like crazy. And I burned or dumpstered all my stuff, but that stayed. There's a few things that stayed, and the freaking disco balls are one of them. There's like five of them in my car rolling around.
I need
So,
one.
oh yeah, I gotta get you one. But now they're everywhere. You can get them at the dollar store. I was like, what the? I was literally like in my head. I was like, I want little disco balls on my Christmas tree for 2020, and I couldn't find any anywhere. And then I ordered some sheets of like mirror strips and made my own.
Oh, cool.
Now they're everywhere. So this is my little bedroom. Simple.
Cute,
Love
cute.
it. Yeah, got my little mirror. And this is my mala that I made on the retreat. Um,
Oh, cool.
the lunar yoga retreat last
Yeah.
March. And I actually want to, I'll put this here and tell you about it when I park. But there we go. Because I want to say something about it that's poignant and relevant. Um, and then we have this creepy little girl bedroom. It's my closet room.
My closet
Dark.
room. Everyone needs a closet room.
I know. It's really dark in here and weird, but I like this lamp in this little
Oh,
chest in here.
yeah.
Just like simple and random and pretty and weird and creepy, and
It brings back so many like
it's
little
nostalgic.
thoughts from when I was a kid.
Not trauma, right? Sometimes trauma.
No, I'm not going too deep into it. I'm just remember, like, just
Just
that
look and
memory.
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, yes, I remember those type of flowers on things. And
I know, it's like that. Yeah, it's like very grandma stuff in here.
yeah,
Also, when I walked into that bedroom, I was instantly creeped out when I first got here, so I just closed the door and was like, no. But then every day I'd go in a little bit further and venture in and be like, oh, there's some light in here. And it's got really great light. So every morning I open this door up and I welcome the light. And then every night I close the door without fear and I go, thank you for your light, and close it because it's creepy. But
good
I
idea.
also noticed the last couple of days that I've been in that room and started making it my closet room. There's a person I follow who does like like readings or whatever with some symbolic shit, and she'll be like, you may see like a black cat and then you might see a white cat right after that, and that means that you're blah blah blah, right? It's like weird stuff like that. It's like a little scavenger hunt. Well, she said the other day, she said you'll see there's feathers are a big symbolic thing for you right now. And I was like, I do have a feather on my dashboard, and then there was something with a bunch of feathers. I can't remember what it was right now, but something. Oh, it was like a feather. It was like clothing. There was like something past me with like tons of feathers everywhere, or
Oh,
like dress
cool.
or something. And I was like, ah. And then I noticed this art in the room.
Oh,
Isn't it pretty?
cool.
It's a feather.
I
I was
love
like,
it.
okay. So I love this. I'm obsessed with it. In the front house, um, I'm sure I can. He's cool. The guy that's like living there right now, he just came in like 2 days ago. He's super cool. He showed me around. He was like, you can use whatever you want. Like, come over if you want. My Maddox hangs out in his house all day, all the time now.
That's so,
So maybe I'll bring you guys. We can do something else where I go through there, and maybe I can do the gumbo. I was gonna try to make gumbo. Maybe I can do it in that kitchen and show you the
and we can
place.
meet old Jim.
Old Jim, yeah, he's from here originally, but he lived in Oakland for like 20 years doing like psychoanalysis and like psychotherapy stuff. So he's like a
Oh,
therapist.
cool.
Yeah, and he was in like a blues band in his 20s. He's like, yeah, you're like a Rolling Stone like me, man. I was like, yeah, man.
We
So yeah,
totally
and
need to get him on the podcast.
oh, we should. Oh, we totally should. Where he's cool. And so, but here's the funny thing about him too is I left my guitar at home. I was in a hurry to like leave or just get shit going. And I left my dad's guitar that he's letting me borrow. I left it and I was like, ah, dang. So I asked my dad like 2 days ago, like, hey, can you look into shipping me the guitar? Because I want to practice. And he's like, yeah, I'll look into it. So I haven't heard. And I'm talking to Jim yesterday, the next day, and guitar came up and he was like, oh, what do you have? And I was like, I don't know, like a Taylor. It's just like a regular. He's like, well, I have a blah 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 that I'm not using. You can practice on that as much as you want. And I was like, I got a guitar. Like, and I
Oh, cool.
literally, before I texted my dad to that resort to that option of like maybe my dad can ship it, I was looking into renting, like pricing on like renting guitars. And then the next day he was like, you can use this guitar for free, pretty
Oh
cool.
my God. That's crazy.
Feathers, guitars, wild stuff. So anyway, that's the tour. I wanted to take you outside, but it's dark to show you the tree. I've sent Rachel and Elizabeth a couple of videos on the tree. It's magical.
It is magical. Yes. I'll
And
try to get a picture and off of. I can't remember if you posted. I think you did post on Instagram. I can't remember.
I don't know what I'm posting. But this mala I made in March in North Georgia at a retreat with Lunar Yoga, and I had my mala and it was broken. It broke right when I got back to Georgia from Mexico. My original mala broke. So I was like, that's symbolic, that sucks. And it sat there for months, me looking at it every day, seeing it, remembering like how broken my spiritual everything
Oh.
was. And it's okay. It served a purpose in that phase. It was a cyclical thing. These beads have come to me in very cyclical ways. So I've been lugging around this plastic Ziploc bag of my mala destroyed. And I finally had the courage to ask Mandy one day, in the thick of my depression, go and ask her, hey, I can't afford to come take a mala workshop. I have this mala and it's broken. Can you like tell me how to just help? And she did. And she sat down with me for a few minutes and showed me how to do it and gave me a bunch of supplies. And I took it home and I looked at it every day for a few more months, depressed as fuck. Like I was just like,
Oh.
I can't do it. So finally, when I went to Awaken to Joy, the retreat was called Awaken to Joy. They had a mala workshop and I brought all my supplies and I freaking sat down with it. And it was very symbolic of me sitting down with all the junk that I didn't want to look at after
Hmm.
my fallout in Mexico. So, and I say fallout meaning I had a like complete freaking panic attack breakdown thing and just went deep, deep, deep backwards into depression for the second time. So anyway, which is cool because I had to pick some stuff up out of that mud to remember who I am and why I'm here. So anyway, I'm building this mala there and it was so emotional. I didn't even think it would be. I was in a great mood and I just went and started stringing
Do
whatever
you have new beads
beads
and old beads on there?
I used. That's what I was just gonna get to is the
Oh.
fact that. Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I was just gonna say that if you would let me. I was gonna say I had, I had these on my original mala. I had these tears of Shiva. I forget what they're called. Sorry, I suck. But they're like the orangish ones. They're the
Uh-huh.
ones from India. And then Mandy had, I don't know what she had, but she didn't have these. And I really wanted to use them. And so I used as many as I could and I filled some in. Intentionally picked some things of hers, which she was so kind to let me even do that because I didn't even pay for the workshop. Because the supplies can be pricey. So it was nice for her to give me some. So I used as few supplies as I could with as much intention as I could to string together something. And what ended up happening with it was it it turned out to be a little crooked, which is so representative of me. Not that I'm crooked, but just there's always just I can't quite ever be what everyone else is. I just can't ever quite get there. There's an example a friend of mine told me once. I had these glitter slides I used to wear back in like 2017 or 18. They were like rhinestoney like slides, and they were dirty and there's like a couple of stones missing, but I still just rocked them for like a year. And he was like, "You know why you're dope? Because look at your shoes. Like those are like glitter, right? Like look at them. But they're like missing shit. They're like cracked on one side. They're dirty, but you're still dope. You see what I'm saying?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I didn't understand that at the time, but now I do. There's always something a little bit that doesn't let me quite be cool enough. You know what I mean? And I like that. So,
Which
um,
makes you cool.
I guess, according to some people, I like that. But I like that about me, that I'm a little bit off center. So, what came out of it was I used as many as I could and I had to get rid of a ton. So, it would be like every other few of these Tears of Shiva would go through really well. And then every other few, one just like wouldn't make it. And I would have to like sit and grapple with it and like not force it, except that I have to let that go, that I can't recreate the magic of Mexico, but I can take what I learned and put it on my new. And it's just all that was happening like in the back of my mind. I wasn't like saying these things. I was like, fuck that shit. Like this fuck suck. I don't even like that. Why is she looking at me like that? I was like so stressed out doing this. Like, but I was saying mantras in my head over and over, like I love myself. But then I would be like, blah, 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 blah. I'd be like, I love myself. And it would be like, meh, meh. And so every time it was like this thing. And it's so perfect because the color of it, actually Catherine pointed this um, out loud to me, but I definitely, as I was doing it, was realizing I was going specifically and intentionally from dark into all the colors to represent all the chakras.
Oh, cool.
So my original mala had colors, had seven, no, six, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, or like maybe it was seven chakras or seven colored stones, and then the rest were tears of Shiva. So
Okay.
I did my own interpretation of that, and it turned out to look like it's like coming out of the mud.
Yeah.
So it starts with like the lava stone, which Mandy gave me, and then I did tiger's eyes right here. So those are right on the top of my neck, like at the base of my spine, or at the base of my neck at the top of my spine. And then it goes all just tears of Shiva mixed in with lava stone and tiger's eye, lava stone and tiger's eye, lava stone and tiger's eye, like that, and filler stones. And then it becomes the chakras.
Oh, cool.
So every time I do my meditation, I think of it and see how it's crooked.
Yes.
It's perfect.
I
And
love
so
it.
every time I do my meditation, I'm in the mud of my thoughts and it gets more and more pure. And then for each chakra, when I get down to like, I extended the chakra beads out so I can get like warmed up into it. But when I
Uh-huh.
get to like the seven to the, I can kind of like, I do like a figure eight through each chakra, like mentally, like in my head, like shoom, right, the breath,
Yes.
shoom, with the breath. So I do it, yeah. And then at the top, it's rose quartz,
Ah,
so keeps me back in my heart. So it turned out to be a perfect tool, and I haven't even really been using it that much. But in Alaska, I had it with me every day.
oh,
I literally walk like to go chop wood. I would do like a mantra and just like like breathe. So now it's like a functional tool, and
it
it's great.
is a functional tool. And it's so cool the growth that you got to revisit as you were making it.
Yeah, and not fighting like the bad parts,
Yeah.
like cringing at my own thoughts, but like I would have to like open to it to let it in instead of just cringe and like tense it away. So you can't cringe a thought away. You have to either open or talk to it or accept it or actively like reject it. I don't know. You just can't ignore them. So I had to, yeah. So anyway, that's it. That's the tour of here, and um, I also want to say that. Oh, I guess why I'm here. I would say why I'm here.
Yeah.
Um, in August, I went on a road trip to Corpus Christi, Texas, to see my friend who lives in Brussels. She was here for a concert. She's a classical pianist, and and she had a concert thingy and has like family friends or whatever that lived there. And so I was like, I'm gonna take a road trip. So I drove, and halfway was somewhere in Louisiana. So I just picked. I was like, hopefully it's all right in this place. So I picked Lafayette, and I stayed over. I stayed the night in this old Victorian loft, and it had this like it's all this original like old claw bathtub and this beautiful stained glass like I just was just like floating around like where am I? It was so beautiful. And I was like I'm going to go get myself a matcha because I love matcha, and I googled coffee shops. I was thinking I'm in the middle of nowhere, Louisiana, and I googled and I found this cafe, and I'm driving to it like it's like a little sketchy, like little sketchy neighborhoods, and then I'm driving, and all of a sudden it's like, this beautiful, little, quaint, like downtown, like artsy as hell. This cafe is literally has me all over it. It looks like I threw up all over it. Like, just everything about me is in this place. Like, I just couldn't stop. And there was these songs playing that were super synchronistic. I was just like, what the hell? Am I in a portal? And so I ended up getting a matcha, sitting down, journaling, drawing, and then I just felt so inspired. And I walked down the main strip of the downtown, and just window after window was like signs that clicked right into like my life and like what I want and what I'm doing. And like, it was just, and then I was meeting people and they were like saying all these cool things. And I was like, am I just like in the like, I should come back. This is awesome. And there was art and there was like yoga girls. And I was just like, okay, I gotta go because I'm going to Corpus Christi, but I'll be back. So I drive, I have my trip, and I come back and I stay in another place in the same town, and it was the same thing, and it was even stronger than the first day. Like I was meeting people, I was like, holy shit. So it was in my mind, and I was like, that's cool. And it just worked out to where Alaska happened, and I was like, where am I gonna go after that? I'm gonna go back to that place because it's cheap as hell and like just magical. So I was like, let me stay there for a while. So I had it in my head that I was going in Alaska, that I was coming here after, and I was
Yeah.
telling everybody that, but then I ended up staying longer. So I this place I was supposed to be here September 22nd, and I got here October 30th. So yeah, but she's really cool. Everyone's super chill. And yeah, so I'm only supposed to be here through the end of the month. So I'll just see what happens, and I don't know where I'll go after that. But I don't know. Sometimes, some days I wake up and I'm like, I want to stay much longer than I'm staying, and some days I wake up and I'm like, I wonder what Santa Fe is like in December, you know? So it's like, and sometimes I'm like, let me get my ass back to the North Georgia mountains right now and plant a garden. I don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
And sometimes I'm going to Europe in February. So
That's cool.
putting that out there. So that's why I'm here. And oh, I'm also doing some work like remotely for some people in this wellness space. So if anyone needs any kind of small business website SEO design, not trying to sell myself, but it's more like an
Do it.
explanation, because if I feel like there are people looking at my life being like, yeah, but like how do you make money though? Because that's how I was when I would look at people doing what I'm doing. So I am doing that, and I don't really necessarily want to take on a lot more clients in that space because I'd rather put my attention towards my creative projects. But it's starting to look like a really fun little niche that could actually help people in a realistic way that's not too expensive. So I am spreading the word that I'm going to start marketing it a little bit just so I have information as to what I can provide. But basically, it's just like all that mysterious SEO stuff and website stuff. If it's difficult, I can make it less difficult, and I can also just do it for you. So I'm in that space of like trying to help my fellow small business healer people out, even if you're not healer, but like that's the language I'm starting to learn how to speak a lot better than
Yeah.
business, which it is business, but I can speak in that space between self self healing, self improving, wellness seeking, and just seeking in general, curiosity about the self, growing your, don't want to say spirituality at all, at all, at all. But if you're looking to go deeper into figuring out you, that's sort of where my language is landing. And so I can do real world marketing around that very quickly and very easily because I have a lot of experience and now I have the passion. So there's that. Um,
I like
Radiachel on Instagram. That's it.
Rachel. Yeah, we'll write all that in the
Yeah.
show notes area. And then what was the other thing? The name of the coffee shop, maybe?
Oh, Rev. Yeah. So Rev's super cool. I have to say, it's cool. I think that, like, I met up with them. They wanted to do some like yoga stuff with me, and then when I finally got here to meet up with them, the owner was kind of like, he was super nice, but he was just like, yeah, we only wanted to do like events like once a month or twice a month. So nice to meet you. And I was like, okay. So why did you invite me here? So it's a little bit weird, but I'm obsessed with the coffee shop. I go there like every other day now. It's called Rev. It's like RE with the triangle on top, VE.
Oh, cool.
It's super cool. Yeah, super chill spot. And yeah, I'll send you that link. And what else? Like Lafayette, there's places I'm starting to discover that are pretty cool around here, and there's like a yoga community that I don't know about. I mean, I know about, but I haven't met anyone. I've just met people who know of it and them. So I'm working on tiptoeing into it. I just don't want to get like, I just really want to open up the community so I can connect everybody across wherever I go.
Yeah.
But because I don't want to get roped into, it can be kind of tricky with yoga, just like anything else. Like it's, yeah. So I'm feeling it out and kind of attracting it to me. And I have some contacts and I have some papers with names written down, and I just walk by it every day and go, okay, am I going to go after these people? What's my goal? Do I want friendships? Do I want community? Do I want to learn? So I'm not making any moves yet until they like magnetized towards me, if that makes sense. Like,
Yes.
so, and I'm having dinner with a woman named Nancy on Friday. She is, um, oh, up at the lodge, there's a guy there who, his wife, I was talking to him about my plans after Alaska, and he was like, my wife's from there. And it's this random town in Louisiana, it's like, and I met him in Alaska, and he's from Northern California. So it was just like, what? So
Yeah.
he connected me with his wife and his wife's best friend, who's Nancy, who lives here, and she's like the queen of Lafayette or whatever. And she apparently knows like a lot of people in the music scene, the art scene, and this place is rich with like Cajun. They call it Acadiana, like the melding of cultures, the Cajun flavor. It's like it's very much alive here. It's not just in New Orleans. I didn't know that. I'm ignorant, but I did not know that. So I'm learning this place's particular set of flavors and literally. So next
Yeah.
time, literally like next time we should. I could probably join y'all. Whoa, glitching. Have y'all join me to make gumbo in the nice kitchen.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. So that's it. And come visit me in Lafayette. Whoever wants to come. It's cool.
I like it. All right.
Cool.
Well,
We did 30 minutes.
yeah,
Yay.
that's perfect.
Okay.
So then you can get back to your creating over there,
Yes.
and I can get back to my editing over here.
Oh, the book, yes.
Yes.
Have you done a whole podcast about that yet?
No, no, I haven't.
Well, we'll have to do one since we're working on it. It's like gonna be a big debut, right?
Yes. Pre-orders on Amazon right now for the Kindle,
Pew,
which
pew, pew.
puts a little pressure on me, just a teeny bit.
Okay.
But yeah,
Where's all
so
the
that'll be
buttons?
fun.
I can't do
What's
the
that?
reactions on here. I thought it would give me like a celebration. Like, why doesn't technology just know what I want it to do?
I don't know. Why does sometime it do it and other times it doesn't? I
I don't know,
wish I
but
knew.
it's gold to go back in 20 years and look at all clips of just us not knowing how to use the technology that we're using. That I think is hilarious.
I'll probably still in 20 years not know how to do it.
Same.
So that's okay though.
It just keeps getting harder and harder. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me in my lovely Acadiana 1970s kitchen with the boob lamp. Boop.
My husband will be so excited about that boob lamp.
Am I
Get that.
grabbing? Who needs a leaning tower picture when you can just do that?
Oh yeah.
Got it. Okay. Screenshot. That can be the thumbnail, right?
I will do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, have a good night, and I'm sure I'll talk to you tomorrow, but
Yeah.
they'll see you next week.
And we'll see our listener next week too.
Yeah, or one or two listeners maybe.
Bye, y'all. You're a nice little pair.
Bye.
Bye.